Hello everyone, welcome to this week's channeling. We have Zaz up here again. He's considering hanging out with us. How are you all doing? Oh, here he is. Hello Zaz. I'm here to bring in the Arcturians for us this week and see what guidance they have for us along these current energies, or whenever you see this video can be beneficial in terms of the guidance that they bring in. So the energy I was tuning into was along the lines of, and I think the star beings always kind of bring a way of helping us see ourselves from that higher perspective, right? Because as different beings, or like Arcturians, they're not in that human vessel. They're not constantly in this contrast that we are in, this duality of being. So they can help bring in ways of being gentler on ourselves. And that's where I was getting the energy of this way of kind of taking more and more of the pressure we put on ourselves and the stress, and how to alchemize that more and more. But let's see what they bring in for us. That was just what I was tuning into. So let's see what's meant for our highest good this week. We are the Arcturians. We are so grateful for all of you being here and being in this vessel that you're in, that you have decided to be a part of. From our perspective of what you can use in terms of guidance this time for our connection to you, is we are here to help activate your galacticness and what that can mean for you. It doesn't have to be the same definition that one would have for their own perspective, their own journey, but what we mean as an example, what is your galacticness is also your way of seeing beyond the confines of this human experience. Your galacticness has multiple assets and facets of divine awareness, divine integration of higher states of consciousness. Your galacticness, depending on your own soul's journey, holds the elements of your heart's calling, has the potential to help you break into more areas that your human is actually longing for. Your soul is here to remind your human vessel that it can move beyond the parameters that seem to be the only way of being at times, because your galactic energy knows no limits. So there is somewhat a war happening within yourself as you feel the war happening in the collective. It doesn't even have to be a necessarily true war, but it is, again, the tug of war of what is right and wrong, what is possible, what is not, what is allowed in society, what is not. It is allowing for your galacticness to somewhat put in an override of what your biology deems that you can achieve. So it's melding the two so that more of your human vessel is embodying this galactic awareness, this galactic enlightenment, we could call it. And as you will probably have already seen along your journey, you have been integrating, you have been recalculating how you are living, how you are presenting yourself, what you are believing is true, what you value. So it again is a journey of this galactic merging, if you will. But we are here to help bring in codes to help even fast track this for you, for your highest good, to also confirm to your state of being and your heart's calling that what you are desiring is true, and what it needs for you more than ever is to just feel more in alignment with it, to take those actions that allow for that symbiotic co-creation to happen, trusting that it is safe to be confident about your desires so that you feel more safe in your body, that you feel more connected to your true soul's collective and to your galactic teams, your spiritual guides, so that you can continue to live with more joy and honoring what comes up for you along the way. So these codes that we will give you are here to help not only activate your galactic energy, but to also talk to your biology, your blood, your organs, your brain, your bones, all of your physicalness, to speak to it with love and compassion, to also help it feel safe enough to align more to your galacticness, to merge all of that into the now moment and moving forward trajectory of your life's calling, your path. So please, we ask you to also be curious about what comes up for you during these codes, because there might be some resistance, there might be some fear that is triggered, but the fear is actually calling for you to also bring in love, to also know that these fears have been programmed into your system as survival instincts, or it's just even the fear of your own success and happiness. It can mean many different things. So we're here to hold you in a cocoon, if you will, of love, of activation, of merging the universal energies and that of Earth here in your own nature. Borakina shakurakina ayata yanomokorekinia karikua shinia karekuku. Marikina shoyoku marakima ayana ayoko rakina aya 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 aya. Clear, clear, clear. Shakorakina rakina rakutoko kotoko doko 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 dodo itakata rakina amuku. Taking a deep breath here. Oka shani tarakana a. Borakino ukorekina shayoko maaya I. Clear, 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 clear. Arakina shayoko marakino ukorekini ashiti. Marakina ya torakini shina arakino ukuma aya aya I. Naya ki marakina yokoya shini arakina mokorakina shitoto. Bukora makaya kaya kuya rakini iraki okoria kia koria 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 koko. Maya nialta arakino moshita. Another deep breath in here. Norakaya shina rakina mokori karia tia toto. As we are helping to bring in more of your galactic codes, we are also grounding you deeper than ever before into your physical body, into the earth grid. Duka rakitita rokotomashi noya kiana ayashiokoya shina arakina. The more grounded you are, the more connected to the stars you can be. Oka rakina ayakino okadakadakadakadakadakadakadi. We know that for many of you it can feel easier to be in the stars and long for more harmony and to the places that your heart feels more connected to beyond the earth. But what you are doing here is actually helping to bring those energies through your body into the earth for the collective, allowing for there to be more of these high frequencies, more of these galactic energies on earth in your vessel, you wouldn't be in this body if that wasn't the case. And it's not just from these types of transmissions that it allows for these galactic frequencies to come into your body. It is also just by doing what brings you joy and allowing for that to be your main purpose of yourself, to also follow your bliss, if you will, but to also feel your emotions and feel these frequencies being part of the journey and not just something to release and let go of, but a part of what also helps ignite your calling to these galactic parts of yourself that have caused you to have these awakening moments, to open up to something beyond just the mundane structure of human society. Oh shakaborra kina aya oh da hishikia maya shi mokoya shi ikarakia no shomoyo koya ni akariko mashi ni akoya shi no okonomashi toto ayokoya shi na yokoya shi maya kaya shakoda koda koi Naya na ni ni no 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 ni no ni no ni ni no 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 na na no ni no 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 na. It's okay and safe to be more vulnerable. To let go of the walls around your heart. When you are more in your vulnerability, you are actually more in your power. You are more stable within your frequency, even though it may feel counterintuitive to be more vulnerable. It may feel that you are more weak, more at odds for prey to come in of whatever species or being of frequency, but you are actually more in your power than ever before. Okarakina yashiko rakina maayakina arakina yashoko yashayashai ayakiyama arkiniti. Okaramakairagiana eshiniaka riko damashoyokoya aya oh shata. Taking a breath here. We know that it can feel that within the healing journey, being a constant journey in and of itself, that the longing for more harmony, the longing to feel less alien within your own earthly experience can feel like a journey that is taking far too long to come to fruition. But as you feel more and more of these glimpses and embodiments of your galactic frequencies, it is what the frequencies, we could say, are merging and becoming more permanent on Earth. It is simple as the visualization of changing the radio station, allowing yourself to tune into the galactic frequency channel of your soul. And more souls are doing that here on Earth. There's a stronger pull towards peace and harmony, even as the contrast continues to flow. And sometimes those aspects of contrast create people's openings for that galactic reconnection. People are then feeling more compassionate, more connected to help, more vulnerability for their fellow human, whereas if those situations sometimes didn't happen, they would feel closed off and less connected. There would not be a reason for them to open up, and we're not saying that's the only way of finding connection is through other contrast of suffering, but that is still the trajectory of what has been being played out for certain souls. So understanding from more galactic perspectives that there are more and more of your kind of souls and humans coming together to remind one another that they are safe to be just who they want to be and figure out more and more who that is and what that can look like. To create your ways of creativity, to restructure how you do business, to how you live your life in whatever way feels more in alignment. It's taking these actions, it is creating that ripple effect. And every little aspect of your reality, even internally, is a part of that huge conglomeration of what is creating more unity consciousness on earth, more harmony, more love. We are here to remind you of that and to congratulate you for the job you are doing, for everything you have done. Because even though there may feel like such a long way still to go, if you remind yourself how far you've come even from a generational standpoint, that is massive, that is miraculous. And again, we are so proud of you. These galactic codes that have come through don't have to necessarily just be Arcturian galactic information for you. We don't ever want to hold you back from reaching any other aspect of your galacticness. The universal part of yourself is who we're speaking to. We're not just bringing in Arcturian energy for all of you, even though we are the Arcturians. We are working with this channeler because they have such a strong connection to their Arcturian self. But their mission as a channeler, as you probably have already come to realize, is to just help in whatever way they can for people to feel more a part of themselves and their galactic self and their beingness. So we are here to verbally confirm to you that you are from the stars, that you are here to embody your stardust energy, if you will, in this human form. And to also recognize that there is so much joy within that mission, even though it may feel very sad and overwhelming and longing to feel more of your galacticness. But again, you are doing that more and more through searching out what brings you joy, what brings you light, what brings you in that creative flow of that co-creationness with the universe, with yourself, with your higher being awareness, that starseed energy that you have, wherever it may be within the galaxies. Because we're speaking to all of your higher selves when we come in, and to your now present moment self, to help merge you into more harmony. So we thank you for being here, for coming back to yourself at the end of the day, to trust in these light codes and trust what you feel from them, even if there may be some contrast that comes up, that is still a part of your wholeness, a part of your journey, and it is lessons to help you be more in harmony with yourself, even if it brings up fear or whatever it may be. We are the Arcturians until we speak again. Oh, hello everyone. I hope those messages supported you in some way. Just feeling a lot of peace right now. The visual I kept getting during this channeling, and I feel like I always say this, but I always have to listen back to them, especially more and more lately, because I feel what comes through, but then it's just still, my humanness still needs to hear it, just like all of you. Like, we all can have moments of our human biology not being in such state of awareness all the time, if that makes sense. But I kept getting the visual of, it was like we were all above Earth, and the Arcturians were talking to us, and we're in this giant circle, but it was like I could see all of us from different, like, anchor points within the universe. And it was as they were channeling, or as they were doing the light codes, it was like pieces of the universe, or like the starseed origins, were coming back. It was like flashes of light, and then it would swirl around all of us in our own ways and then shoot into the earth, and then the energy would flow back up. So it was like this huge kind of fireworks show, which was really cool. But even as I'm saying that, I keep hearing too, it's like if you feel guided to listen to these codes again, I would recommend following that intuition. I'm feeling this energy of like feeling really tired too, so there might be a lot energetically that's moving through your body that we need to rest from, or just let some integration happen. So tune in and listen to what you need. There's no right or wrong way to go about your day now or be in the world. I keep saying like whatever you need to do, go and do it for sure. But yeah, I thank you all for being here. It means so much to me to hear your comments and your support, and I think I wouldn't be able to channel these like codes and these things if you guys weren't here. So it's a group effort. I hope you all know that, and I feel all of your souls and your hearts, and it's just I'm grateful to show up and be here every single ounce of it. So thank you. I appreciate you all so much. And I'll see you next week for the next week's channeling. And I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world. If you feel guided to have your own channeling session, we can do that. Any star being you would like, you can just let me know who they are in the description when you're checking out. And if you want to do a healing session, I'm here for that too. And yeah, I love you all so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.